namin yan, yung Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Boyzone, Westlife, yan.
Westlife.
Westlife?
Si Pawi na yung mga Demi Lovato, Jonas Brothers, ayan.
Oh, pero sinabi niya,
Parang ko
believer.
BG.
The OG boy band is BG.
Hindi, feeling ko si Ses, ano yan, yun nga,
80s, right?
oh,
Mariah!
Oh,
BTS,
80s daw.
BTS yan.
Pwede.
Michael Jackson.
Hindi naman Cyndi Lauper, Cyndi Lauper.
Menudo!
Menudo ka.
Yun na, ano? Contribute.
Julio Iglesias.
Okay, why not?
Hindi kilala ni Pawi yun, kilala ni Pawi si Enrique.
Si Enrique.
What is he? The Sun?
The Sun!
Okay.
The
I can
Sun.
be
my
that
God,
hero,
kaya nga.
please.
Halata yung generation gap, no?
Pero you know, good music transcends all generations. I think that's what this conversation proves. But guys, kamusta yung Gilas?
Mamaya na, sabi pa ano.
Hindi, tinatanong ko lang kasi kanina, nanonood si Cheska nung pumasok
Oh,
kami
yeah.
an hour ago.
Is it still ongoing?
Oh, we're still ongoing, yes.
Just
It just ended. We have the updates.
I hope it's
In
not
the-
heartbreak.
Yes, in just a bit. So, sabi kasi, mag-usap muna tayo, mag-banter tayo
Oh, sige.
regarding nga yun. So,
Pero ano ba nangyari? Bigyan natin, Cheska, give us an, kasi pagpasok namin, first quarter.
Nanonood.
And the score was 28 Australia, 12 Philippines.
Wow.
Oh, yun yung
As
naalala
expected.
ko, tama ba?
First
no.
quarter.
Sige, as expected kasi last time the Philippines beat the country Australia was back in 1974.
Oh
Just
my
to give, that was the
goodness.
only time. Tapos the last time these two teams met, Pawi was there actually at the Philippine Arena covering it. That was the brawl. That was back in 2018. So we know Australia is a dominant force in the region.
Yes.
They used to be in this different region along with New Zealand in Oceania. Oo, ngayon pinagsama na. So mahirap talaga. We know Australia is an Olympic team. Although they don't have much of their Olympic guys because nasa NBA, although off-season. Pero it is really a daunting task for Gilas to beat Australia. Just to put in perspective.
Okay, and I guess that's a perfect setting, no? As a take-off point for play-by-play. Because I'm sure you're gonna be talking about that.
Way
Okay na
back
daw.
74? Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hindi ka pa naman pinapanganak dun, Ses. So okay lang. Okay lang.
Ano ka, that's when I entered
Oo, kina-carbon date sa Lili.
high school.
High school.
Di naman mukha. Ang
Saturday Night Fever.
Oy!
We're
Oh!
gonna do some moves one day. We have to stand up and do some moves.
Okay na daw. Thank you once again to The Big Story. Great show as always. Ses Rilon, Sean Yao, Pauline Versosa. We were talking about the Gilas game. You were watching earlier. Yes, we have updates from Gilas Pilipinas taking on Australia. And if we won, we would have moved on to the quarterfinals of the FIBA Asia Cup. More on that in just a bit. Plus, we also have a rundown on the NBA's much-awaited opening day and Christmas Day games.
And we've got the aftermath of PLDT's 5-set victory over Creamline to stay undefeated and enter the PVL on Tour Finals.
That was what a match. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves Philip. Mr. Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stumping another one. Bakunas rejecting Estevo for the
Breaking news from the FIBA Asia Cup. Yes, we open with Gilas Pilipinas officially now being eliminated from the tournament after losing to Australia just moments ago in the quarterfinals. Final score here, 84-60 in favor of the defending champions. The Boomers just came out of the gate swinging here. They connected on a total of 7 3-pointers in the first period, resulting in a 29-12 advantage. In the second quarter, Gilas found a bit of rhythm and were able to cut the deficit to 12. But the Aussies countered by pounding the ball inside to grow their lead again. At the break, Australia was already up by 20 at that point, 48-28 at halftime, and that gap proved too big to overcome for Gilas. On the bright side, though, Gilas did finish better than in the previous FIBA Asia Cup. They were outside the top 8 in 2022.
The FIBA Asia Cup quarterfinals will continue tomorrow. Iran and Chinese Taipei will face off later at midnight. The winner of that gets to play the Boomers in the semis. Then at 7 in the evening, China will battle South Korea. Then at midnight, August 15, it's New Zealand set to take on Lebanon. The semifinals are set on Saturday, August 16.
Okay, from the hard court, how about we have some volleyball news? Gilas Pilipinas women team captain Gia Morado de Guzman sees their latest podium finish as another step in the team's long-term vision. De Guzman made the remark during the FIVB's LRT2 promotional campaign for the 2025 Men's World Championship. The veteran playmaker was joined by Vanny Gandler, Don Katindig, and Alea Malaluan. Alas women are coming off their 4th straight bronze medal finish in the Southeast Asian Volleyball League. They scored a repeat win over Indonesia to claim 3rd place in leg 2 of this year's competition. More than the medals, De Guzman is proud to see the team's growth over the past few months.
We're happy because not just because of the podium finishes, but also because yung pinaka-goal naman talaga namin is to build something long-term. So these are all building blocks towards what we want to do as a team. And clear naman yung direction sa aming players and sa coaches kung ano yung gusto namin ma-achieve. So the small steps ng progress ng building a system and getting more people to come in the team and buy into the system, it shows din na yung recent wins namin that things are working. So sana magtuloy-tuloy din po talaga.
Meantime, the PLDT high-speed hitters are relishing their first ever finals berth in the PVL. PLDT booked its spot in the championship round of the PVL on tour after surviving a grueling 5-set showdown against the Creamline Cool Smashers in the knockout semis. The high-speed hitters had to come back from a 2-1 deficit to claim the victory 27-25, 22-25, 19-25, 25-16, and 15-10. Savvy Davison fired a game-high 34 points on 30 attacks, 2 blocks, and 2 service aces. 8 of her 34 points came in the 5th set. Team captain and libero Kath Arado also played a major role in the victory with 16 excellent digs and 23 excellent receptions. The win keeps PLDT undefeated in the preseason tournament. They will next face the Cherry Tigo Crossovers in the final on Sunday at the Mall of Asia Arena. Here are PLDT head coach Rald Ricafort along with Arado and Davison talking about their emotional victory over Creamline.
Sobrang saya lang na sobrang saya sa sobrang fulfilling na magkaroon ng ganitong laro ulit. Yung magkaroon ng opportunity na yun nga, frequent yung makatapat namin and maka-perform sa ganitong stage ulit ng laro. Yun nga, yung mga nakaraan namin laging kinakapos. But yun nga, this time, nagtugma-tugma rin siguro talaga lahat. So, happy kami na nakuha namin and yun nga, last game na lang sa talang tsaka na lang.
Yun nga, sabi nga ni Coach nga, dahil na-competitive talaga yung katapat namin. Talagang yung tutok sa trabaho talaga ng bawat isa. Hindi lang players pati coaches talaga na, actually, mga coaches nga namin parang nagiging player na din Kasi talagang yung per position talaga ng tao ng Creamline, talagang inaral talaga namin. Kasi nga, given na yung gusto namin manalo, gusto din ng kalaban manalo. So, ang inaano kasi talaga ng mga coaches sa amin yung emotions namin na hindi tataas, hindi masyado babagsak. Kaya yun, so, si Coach Sanky.
It's always a good feeling to win. This one is just a little bit more sweet because they're such hard competitors. It makes you look back at all the hard work and the sacrifice and all the days that you didn't want to show up, but you did. But like I said, it's a great feeling to be a part of, and I know throughout this season that we've grown closer together because we share sacrifices and hard work. So, like I said, I'm glad it transpired.
More sports stories after the break. You're watching Play by Play on One News.
Welcome back to the show. You're still tuned in to play-by-play only here on One News. Now make it 2 medals for the Philippines in the World Games in China. Carlos Bailon Jr. snagged the bronze in the men's wushu Sanda 56-kilo event. Bailon defeated Kazakh Islam Karimov 2-0. The Pinoy athlete was impressive right from the beginning, scoring on several takedowns. This is a follow-up to Kyla Napoles' silver in women's jiu-jitsu a couple of days ago. Team Philippines still has 5 game days to add to their medal haul.
Meantime, another world record in men's pole vault set by, who else? Sweden's Mondo Duplantis, of course. The 2-time Olympic champion broke his own world record by clearing 6.29 meters at the Hungarian Grand Prix in Budapest. Duplantis cleared the height on his second attempt, adding another centimeter to the record he set in Stockholm back in June. This is the 13th time Duplantis has set a new global mark. Moving on to the NBA, we now know which teams will go head-to-head on 2 of the most anticipated days of the upcoming season, Opening Day and Christmas Day.
So na, mag-start na bukas na to eh. The 2025-2026 NBA season will officially open though on October 22. That will be Wednesday. Ilang months pa yun? August, September, October. 2 months pa. October 22, that will be a Wednesday, folks, Philippine time. Okay, let's get to it right away. Here it is on your screens. Tipping things off at 7:30 in the morning Philippine time are the reigning champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder SGA, hosting the new look Houston Rockets. The Thunder will also get their rings and raise their first ever championship banner with their former franchise player Kevin Durant in attendance. Then at 10 a.m., we head to California as the Golden State Warriors take on the Los Angeles Lakers at 10 a.m. Expect Steph Curry and LeBron James to add yet another chapter to their iconic rivalry. Of course, LBJ is also set to make history as the first player to suit up for a 23rd NBA season.
Fast forward to December for an action-packed quintuple header on Christmas Day or December 26th here in the Philippines. The Cleveland Cavaliers and New York Knicks will open the game day at 1 a.m., followed by the San Antonio Spurs and the Thunder at 3:30 a.m. Then it's the Dallas Mavericks going against the Warriors at 6 a.m., Rockets Lakers at 9 a.m., and finally the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Denver Nuggets at 11:30 a.m.
But before the new season tips off, the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic are giving fans in Puerto Rico a treat with a preseason collision. This game will take place on October 5. That will be Manila time. Now, besides the match, basketball clinics and activities involving celebrities will also be tied into this showcase. Reports say the stop in Puerto Rico has been in the works for roughly 3 years. Here are the game's promoter, Julio Cabral, explaining the significance of this preseason game.
We're extremely grateful. I think today is a day of gratitude. I think we worked on this event for the last, it started like 3 years ago, but then a lot of people came into the picture. So I'm happy we're here 3 years after hard work. And it's just about gratitude and how we can, as a company in Puerto Rico, how we can elevate Puerto Rico as a gravitational center in the whole Americas to be a forthcoming force of sports, music, and entertainment, and partnership with many people. So I have to thank from Carlos Arroyo, Anuel AA, all the media in Puerto Rico who supported this, sponsors. It takes it's an uphill to get an uphill battle to get a lot of these things and large global events done. So we can just say that we're very grateful, along with our VRDG team who are all here, and everyone is always working very hard. So for us, it's an honor. We're going to have a blast.
Coming up here on the show, champ meets champ. Find out what happened when Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown linked up with Filipino boxing legend Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao. Look at those smiles. That story and more when play-by-play returns only here on One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Trouble for baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani. The LA Dodgers standout.
FIBA Asia Cup pa tayo guys for our highlight reel. Pero pahinga muna tayo sa Gilas Pilipinas. Sayang, already knocked out because we lost to Australia just moments ago. So, what we're gonna check, best plays from the other teams naman in the tournament. Sana kayanin. Let's try. First up, Saudi Arabia tayo. Against China group stage, si Khalid Gabar starts here with a... hindi yun yung block. Ito yung pick and roll muna. Simulan natin with a pick and roll. That was a pick and roll by Khalid. Take a look. No look. Ganda ng pasa. That was a good pass to the big there. Gabar, by the way, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Al-Suwailim finished here with 15 markers, 7 boards, 2 blocks for the big man. Take a look. Ganda din ang roll. Number 12 man, Al-Suwailim. Good pass there by guard. Woo! Drawing 2 defenders, no look. But Saudi, though, falling to China here in Group C, 93-88. The host country also out of contention in the FIBA Asia Cup after losing to Gilas Pilipinas in the qualification for the quarterfinals. Okay, punta naman tayo sa Lebanon versus South Korea. There's a steal first, and behind the back, isa pang behind the back. And then, akala ko behind the back pa siya, but it ended with a jumper there. That was a great jumper by Mansour, who finishing with 12 points here. And Kayat loving that play. First, steal, saving the ball behind the back, and then isa pang behind the back pass, and then Mansour with that jumper. Again, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Lebanon loses to South Korea though in this one in Group A, 97-86. But Lebanon made it through to the quarterfinals sila. Pero matindi makakaharap nila because they will be facing New Zealand on Friday. That will be at midnight. Okay, let's go to the qualification for the quarters. Ito, Chinese Taipei against Jordan. Adam Hinton. Woo! Adam Hinton. Wow, what a play all the way. He is not naturalized. He's half Chinese Taipei and just going all the way for the slam there. Hinton leading Chinese Taipei's attack in this game with 18 points and 4 rebounds as they advance to the quarters after beating Jordan in this game. They were up here at this point in the third quarter. Final score 78-64, and they will face Iran. Gandang laro to. This will be a very good game. Taipei and Iran, dun sa mga gusto magpuyat. Mamaya po yan, midnight. Okay, balik tayo sa group stage. Guam versus Japan. The drive by Ada. Inside. Good look to his teammate. That was a last-second pass to Jonathan Galloway. And see Wesley, take a look. That was one of his 4 assists. Galloway, by the way, Jonathan Galloway, who finished the slam, 8 markers, 7 boards. Guam, though, gets blown out by Japan in this game. 102-63 in Group B. And the first-timers in the FIBA Asia Cup finished the tournament with just 1 win and 2 losses. Okay, last play. Same game day tayo. Qatar versus Australia. Cross-court to Jack White. And he finds... Woo! That was Jaylen Galloway. Kanina may Jonathan Galloway tayo from the other team from Guam. Ito naman, another Galloway, but this time for Australia. He's young. He's a bright future for the Boomers. Remember, they don't have much of their NBA guys playing here, but take a look at that move. The hezzy by Jaylen Galloway. And side note, yes, no relation between Jaylen Galloway and Guam's Jonathan Galloway. Magkaapelido lang sila, for reference lang. Jaylen Galloway, by the way, finishing this game with a game-high 24 points. So athletic. Along with 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Again, he's a bright young star for the Australian national basketball team in years to come. Medyo sakit sa ulo tong si Jaylen Galloway pag makakaharap ng Pilipinas. Take a look at that. Let assist him all the way to the hole. Australia just blows out Qatar 110-82. Again, Australia already off to the semis just moments ago, beating Gilas Pilipinas. Final score 84-60. Okay pa rin for Gilas kasi umabot pa rin tayo sa quarterfinals. But again, catch those games dahil tuloy-tuloy pa ang FIBA Asia Cup sa Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Tumutok lamang sa One Sports Plus para sa mga games. Okay, Cheska, before we go...
Inunahan ako sa before we go. I'm gonna do that from the top. Before we go, another NBA star comes face to face with the people's champ. This time, it's the Boston Celtics forward and 2024 Finals MVP Jaylen Brown, who paid a visit to boxing legend Manny Pacquiao at his home. The two shared some fun moments, from a stare down to a friendly game of chess. Brown even expressed his wish to train with the 8th Division world champion the next time they meet. The visit also included a gift exchange. Pacquiao received a signed pair of shoes from Brown, while the Celtics star was given signed boxing gloves. Last year, Pacquiao also hosted NBA champs Klay Thompson and Kevon Looney, as well as big man Dwight Howard.
Isa pang before we go, happy birthday to our makeup artist,
Yes,
Christine
Christy.
Certeza. Yes, birthday niya today. I don't know how young, pero bata pa.
But much younger than me, for sure.
Bata pa si Christine. Happy birthday to our makeup artist. But what a treat! You know what? Ang nakakatuwa kasi, meron tayong global icon, Manny Pacquiao, na pwede natin ipagmalaki sa buong mundo. Na kahit NBA superstars,
They
like
will
Jaylen
visit,
Brown,
yeah.
pati kinikilig. Di ba, when they meet, Pacman, Manny Pacquiao, let's have a picture. Yun talagang tuwan-tuwa. So that's a really nice treat to see Jaylen Brown really happy and all giddy to meet Manny Pacquiao. And that's all from us tonight. Catch us again, though, tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chaska